OBJ wrote in his book this morning. I read it out, and I told you some of these things has been trashed, has been addressed in that book, 100 Years of Amalgamation, Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria, by Peter Anosike. And now I want to really delve into these issues, plus what is happening in Rivers State. Now, earlier this morning, I said, Obasanjo quoted, I'm quoting OBJ now. He said that major good decisions are not taken in Nigeria by the federal government because it will favor the Igbos more than others. Federal government is ready to see Nigeria crumble rather than make a decision that will favor Igbos, even if it will improve the economy. In as far it will favor the Igbos, federal government would not make any decision. All right? And that is Obasanjo opening up. And he didn't end there. He said something really heavy again. He said that the sacredness of Igbo men in Nigeria is killing the economy. Is killing the economy. And until we decide to acknowledge that this tribe, the Igbo, is naturally gifted, Nigeria will forever be down and it won't affect them. Who are these people? Referred to as them. Peter Anosike is here. Peter Anosike, good to have you in the studio.
Thank you once again.
Yeah. You spoke about this issue in your book. You spoke about what is happening in the current day Nigeria. And of course, there's something heavy you now said. That this morning you said you don't want the word allegedly. That Igbos are hated. You said it categorically. And that's why I want you to...
Jude, I spoke what is happening in Port Harcourt in that book. I spoke what is happening in Rivers State in that book. I said that Rivers State was not created in good faith. I said that Rivers State was not created for development, but for sabotage, for betrayal, for weakening.
That was why Rivers was created?
That's what I stated it in that book. Rivers State was created in 1967 by as to still happening up to today and will continue to happen. I have said this on this program many months ago when I said that Rivers is a cursed state. I stated it here. It was Ken Sarawuwa that showed the Nigerian army how to get into Igbo land. It was Ken Sarawuwa who betrayed the Biafran cause. And they rewarded him with a commissioner at the age of 27. At the end of the Civil War, it was only in Rivers State that abandoned property was declared. It was only in Rivers State that abandoned property was declared. No other part of the country. I said on this program that before the war started, there's an Igbo man who's landlord in Ondo. When the war started, he ran back to to eastern Nigeria. At the end of the war, he came back. The people in Ondo, that's in Nigeria, they gave him back his house and the rent collected when he was away.
Okay.
Understand me? My father has a house in Niger State, Mina, where I was born before understand me? So at the end of the war, he went back and his house was still there. So it was only in Rivers State that they say that no Igbo man will come back and that this property has been abandoned. By that time, David Mark, the former Senate president, was a major in the army. So it was Major David Mark. He was a major in the army then. It was him that supervised the abandoned property issue. When the people who were in Rivers State say these people will not come back again and connect this property. So they declared it abandoned. And from then, they begin to rename their local government, their streets, just like Umu Okoro to Rumu Okoro, Umu Igbo to Rumu Igbo. So I stated it in the book. Understand? So what is happening now has already that foundation is very, very important. Understand? So River State was created for betrayal, for sabotage, and that spirit is still following them till date. That's why I'm shocked by the decision that Tinubu took yesterday, but I'm not surprised.
Okay, right now, the way things are going, do you think the president has an ulterior motive now?
No, for states. If you cannot win by votes, win by state of emergency. If you cannot win by votes, win by state of emergency. Because right now, we have 5 swing states in Nigeria. Just like in the United States, they have 7 swing states that determines who wins election. In Nigeria today, we have Kano, Kaduna, Bauchi, Lagos, and Rivers. These are the states with the biggest votes in the country. For you to know what is going on, Tinubu is going to struggle in Kano State because Kwankwaso is a household name. The Kwankwaso here is the most popular political organization in Kano State. So Tinubu is going to struggle in Kano State. Tinubu is going to struggle in Kaduna State because of El-Rufai. No matter how they try to wave El-Rufai's or the campaign, in their mind they are panicking. In their mind they are panicking. So he is going to struggle in Kano, in Kaduna. Bauchi, Bana and Mohammed is very strong. Remaining Lagos and Rivers. Lagos is a cosmopolitan. That's non-indigenous in Lagos State is more than the indigenous. So you cannot predict what happens in Lagos State. That was why he has to go for a meeting with Jandor. That to make sure that Jandor returns to APC.
Okay.
Then remaining River State. He's not very sure of River State, which is the last swing state. So the only thing is to use another way that to make sure that Rivers is secured. So all these things are written script. If you get it either by crook or by hook. So for me, what is happening in Rivers State, as I said, I'm shocked because Tinubu criticized Obasanjo when he used state of emergency in 2004 to remove Joshua Darie of Plateau State. Tinubu then was shouting that federal government was after him. You Google it, you see it. Because Tinubu was thinking that Obasanjo wanted to use the same state of emergency to remove him as a governor in Lagos State. So he criticized the state of emergency in 2004 when Obasanjo removed the Darie. But why Darie was removed was that there was a communal fight between two tribes in the state, which led to the killing of hundreds of people. So in that, there was a breakdown of law and order. I mean, in 2004, when Obasanjo declared state of emergency, there was a real breakdown of law and order. But in Rivers State, as we speak, there's no breakdown of law and order. On the pipeline that broke, not even a chicken was killed. Not even a chicken was killed. So there's no breakdown of law and order. So why are you declaring state of emergency? There was no breakdown of law and order in Rivers State as we speak. So why are you declaring a state of emergency? And up to now, we're not even sure of the people that caused the pipeline, because what militants do when they break a pipe, they will own up.
Okay.
They always own up.
Mm-hmm.
We are responsible for this. But as we speak now, nobody has owned up that to what happened that's there. So you cannot say that it is militants or that they were sent by a job people. Understand? So why are you declaring a state of emergency? But what has been written will always come true. I have said it in this program that Rivers State was not created for development. Do you know, after Lagos State, Rivers is the richest state in the country. But go there and see. Before the war, before Igbos left Port Harcourt was known as the Garden City. Port Harcourt used to be the most beautiful city in the country. That is why it was called the Garden City.
Okay.
But when Igbos left at the beginning of the war, Port Harcourt has become like any other town in the country. Then they now started their changing of names, Wike and Co, denying that they are not Igbo again. Why the traditional ruler of Obiakpo is known as Eze Nwoko. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Eze Nwoko is the traditional ruler of Ikwere, and they are telling you that they are not Igbo. So it is the what is following them because of what they did during the Civil War. It is what has been following them because of what they did during the Civil War. I'm only sympathizing for the innocent.
Now that it's for some persons, like you also mentioned, Rivers, was captured, for 2027 election, and you also mentioned that Osun.
I said this is an attempt to capture Rivers for 2027.
Yeah, Osun now is also an issue. You also mentioned that this morning.
APC is calling for Tinubu to declare state of emergency in Osun.
But it hasn't gotten to that.
Then why are there? Is there a brother of law and order? So this shows you that it is a written script. So when you cannot win by ballot, win by state of emergency. And mind you, last week, Wike said that he will destabilize Enugu State.
Why?
That any PDP governor that does not ally with him, he's going to destabilize his state, mentioning Peter Mba of Enugu State. Maybe they will go there now and strike matches or throw a stone, and Tinubu will declare state of emergency in Enugu State. And Wike will also send his friend that to go and become so administrator of Enugu State.
Are you not surprised that Tinubu actually removed Fubara and left Wike? These are two persons who are supposed to be, handled alongside. This issue is supposed to be addressed. But don't you think it is had addressed halfway, partly addressed, the way things are going? Because Wike, for him, is happy, is jubilating, is gallivanting, granting several interviews and all of that, showing his, what do I call that now, to the people of Rivers.
No, he has appointed the son administrator. Understand me? So Wike has appointed the son administrator.
No, he's the president.
Go and check on the social media the pictures that Dende Momudu posted. Several pictures of where the sole administrator and the Wike were standing. So to me, this should be a recommendation from Nyesom Wike, then for the president to announce.
A recommendation, you said?
Sure. So he is happy. He is happy that he has won. But if you read the things from apart, Chinua Achebe said that no man can win a judgment against his own people.
Okay.
That's what Chinua Achebe wrote in things from apart. That no man can win a judgment against his own people.
Some person says it's unconstitutional. It's not the constitution at all. That's what some persons are saying.
We have been searching that 305 now, where Tinubu said that he got his power to remove the governor. And when you go through that section, which I've done more than 5 times this morning, I did not see anywhere it stated that a governor should be removed. I have checked that section 305 in and out. It just talked about the process of declaring state of emergency. And even there's no state of emergency. The situation that is the state of emergency is not in existence in Rivers State as of that yesterday.
So what would you call that?
That's why I said actually it is a written script. I said it is a written script.
A written script.
It is a written script.
You say,
but what I'm telling them, let it stop in Rivers State. That's what I am appealing to the president. Let this script, let this chapter close in Rivers State.
The fear.
Let this experiment close in Rivers State, because his people have started calling for Osun State. Maybe from Osun now they'll begin call for Enugu or Abia. Let this experiment begin and end in Rivers State, in Wike's own state, because Wike is destroying his own people. Wike is turning development in his own people. That's in his own state. And that shows how wonderful he is in Rivers. And I know that Patient Jonathan, who was begging for Wike to be made a governor, should be covering her face in shame with what is happening.
It's not her fault. Wike is going this way. What would all the say? And what's his name now? What would they say about?
In the East, there's a masquerade that you have that to put a rope. Masquerade that you have that to put a rope on its waist, so that when the masquerade want to go and maybe destroy things or beat people with the rope, you put it back. Understand? But it seems that the rope that Tinubu put on Wike's waist, Wike has cut the rope. So he's now like a car that's a trailer that failed the brake. Mind you, on Monday, he revoked the PDP secretariat in Abuja. On Tuesday, he removed the PDP governor and put his own friend. That's as an administrator. So he is really running wide, and the president is watching. But he doesn't know that it is that Wike is doing more harm than good to his government, because the international community is also watching keenly. So Wike is not doing anything good for the president.
Some persons are talking about, party activities. He's going against party activities, that he might be suspended from the PDP. And I was asking now, so now they break. Can anyone actually suspend Wike from PDP? It seems Atiku himself is scared of Wike, because the guy is wielding so much powers right now. He's wielding so much powers.
Well, Atiku cannot be scared of Wike, but Atiku is more urban, more civilized. Understand me? More civilized, more matured, more exposed than Wike. Before 1999, who was Wike? Before 1999, who was Wike? What was Wike doing before 1999? So there's no way we'll begin that to compare Wike. That's
what was he doing before 1999?
He was collecting money in motor park. He was collecting money in motor park, and that agboro is still in him. It was in 1999 that he became the chairman of Obiakpo. So when people are behaving, go back and see what is happening. Because it doesn't just start today or yesterday. So I say I'm shocked by what Tinubu did yesterday, but I'm not surprised. As in the book, I've written about River State. I've written about River State, how they betrayed their brothers, killed their brothers, seized their properties. Nature is there. You cannot cheat nature. All these things come back to you. All these things come back to you. When Sarawuwa was being hanged, he never believed that Abacha would hang him because of what he did for them during the war. Sarawuwa never believed that the North will kill him. Okay. Even his father was saying, are you sure that Abacha knows what is happening? That is because he showed them how to enter the eastern region as a young man. They rewarded him with a commissioner at the age of 27. The same way Tinubu has rewarded Nyesom Wike for what he did in 2023. So these people are always being rewarded for evil, not for good. They're always being rewarded for doing evil, not for doing good. So Sarawuwa never believed that Nigerian state, who he helped to defeat Biafra, would do what they did to him. That is why today, Northerners believe that they own all the oil in the Niger Delta. They have been saying it. Ask yourself why. They say it was because of them that oil still remain. If not because of them, that Biafra will have taken it over.
Oh, really?
So that's the argument. So many people don't know when they say that they own the oil in the Niger Delta. People will be wondering, how can you be from Sokoto? And they say it is them that saved the oil. If not, that it will have belonged to Biafra.
Okay.
Understand me? So that is their argument. That is their argument, that it is them that saved the oil. So that is it. What is happening in River State to me, it's not a surprise.
Let's fast check now. Why did you say Igbos are hated in Nigeria. And even when I wanted to use the word allegedly, you never wanted me to use the word allegedly. You said, yes, Igbos are hated in Nigeria.
Okay.
And you said it here. Everyone, okay, this is the book, all right? Written by Peter Anosike. It's titled 100 Years of Amalgamation, Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria. The book that said so many things. Even before IBB wrote his book, this book is still there. In fact, this book revealed much more than IBB revealed. He revealed IBB himself. This book also said so much about what Obasanjo just said recently. This book said things about River State, things about census, and a lot more. And he said this book is going to be going out for just 5,000. He just want people to get facts, get to understand what is actually playing out. And this book is about 186 pages, right? 189 pages rather. The book is 189 pages just for 5,000. I just want you to have it in your library. And so before he answers my question, I want to just give out a number, a WhatsApp number. Actually, you can send a message to that WhatsApp number. If you need this book, wherever you are, it will get to you. Just send a message to that number, 070-121-46454. 070-121-46454. It said so many things. And now I want to ask you, a part of this book you mentioned, you said Nigeria hates Igbos. Why Igbos are hated in Nigeria? Let me come to you now until you answer this question. Not allegedly now. You said I shouldn't use allegedly. You said Igbos are hated in Nigeria. Talk to us.
Jude, fact does not care about anybody's feelings. Fact does not care whether you are happy or not. Fact is fact. So,
sorry, some persons are calling. I said just send a WhatsApp message to that number if you need the book. 070-121-46454. A WhatsApp message. No need calling. All right? Thank you. Because no one will take your call. Just send a WhatsApp message. Yeah. You said the truth cannot be hidden.
I said fact does not care about how anybody feels.
Okay.
Facts are facts. And for me, when I talk facts. When I was here, that's if you can recollect what Obasanjo just said, that federal government is ready to crumble the country instead of doing what will benefit the Igbo. That's what Obasanjo said. That federal government is ready to crumble to the country, to sink or the country, instead of doing what would benefit the Igbo. What does that mean to you? But the truth is that people who has gotten so used to preferential treatment, when they see equal treatment, they will see it as a discrimination. So people who have gotten used to preferential treatment, discrimination, on this program, the other Naira was an acronym, never allow Igbo rule again. That's what I said before. That's in the other program. That should be about 2 weeks ago. That the word Naira simply means never allow Igbo rule again. That's exactly what Obasanjo said in his book. And I told you when I was here the other time that it was because Gowon appointed Engineer Odo, the general manager of Nigerian National Oil Corporation, this current NNPC.
It was NNOC.
It was NNOC then. And Gowon appointed one Canterbury man, Engineer Odo, as the general manager. That was why Babangida, Shehu Yaradowa, and Murtala Mohammed overthrew him. Because of that. I also told you that when Volkswagen was built.
Volkswagen plant, you mean?
Yes, was established in Ojo here, and Peugeot Assembly was established in
Kaduna.
Kaduna. That Mazda Assembly was supposed to be established in Omwa here,
Okay.
but there's one plant to be built in Omwa here, Mazda, Peugeot in Kaduna, then Volkswagen in Lagos State. Peugeot was built. Volkswagen was built. They left out that one that's supposed to be in the east. That is a pointer to you. Mind you, we were told by the military that the reason why Shagari administration was overthrown in 1983 is so that he would not hand over to annex Ekwueme.
Oh, really?
That's what Babangida said. That the reason why they overthrew Shehu Shagari in 1983 is that he will not hand over to annex Ekwueme. Understand me? That still good. Shows you that never allow Igbo to rule again. So because of handing over to an Igbo man, they overthrew the government of Shehu Shagari. Are you seeing it? And when Shagari was overthrown, they put Ekwueme and annexed Ekwueme in prison, put Shagari in house detention. Now a president, the commander-in-chief, was put in house under house arrest. The vice president was put in prison. I'm giving you instances.
All right.
Then Ekwueme was the head of GM34, which became a PDP.
Okay.
Which became a PDP. Babangida was said that they were afraid if that the PDP will win the election and that Ekwueme is likely going to pick the ticket of PDP in 1999. I'm telling you what Babangida said. That they were afraid that Ekwueme may fight back because of what they did to him by overthrowing all the government and putting him in prison. So Babangida has to go to prison to beg Obasanjo to come out and run.
People, because of our time, this is a book written by Peter Anosike. And like he said, he wants it to be on every shelf. Just get information. The information, they say, is power. All right? And that's why he's giving it out for just 5,000 naira. I think Babangida's book is 50,000. OBJ's book is how much?
50,000.
50,000. Okay. So this one is just 5,000 naira. And I want everyone to have this book. This book actually revealed, like Anosike, the writer of this book, said that IBB said what, how did you put that? What Nigerians want to hear.
No, what he feels is safe.
Oh, okay. IBB said what he feels is safe. All right. But you will get a whole lot of this gist, plus what Obasanjo said, and what is happening in Rivers State right now. According to him, he said Rivers was not created for any form of development. I just to go there and tap, go there and sabotage and all of that.
Betray.
But you get all of that gist, all of that facts here. I'm telling you, everyone. Wherever you are in the country or in the world, you will get this book. All you need to do is just send a message, a WhatsApp message. At least you're on WhatsApp, right? Except maybe you are not on WhatsApp, but WhatsApp first. If you're on WhatsApp, just send a WhatsApp message to 070 121 464 54. 070 121 464 54. You can repeat this broadcast, okay? It's there. You just go there, type VOP 90.3 FM. You can watch, all that he has said. You just watch, go through it again. All right? Yeah, because of our time. Just do that. 070 121 46454. Just send a message to that WhatsApp number and you will get the book. It's just 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira. Peter Anosike, thank you so much. Because of our time, I wish I could ask more questions, more deep questions, because here on VOP we say things without fear or favor. Without fear or favor. But then, because of our time, we just have to go. We just have to go. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Everyone, we have to go now because the news will be coming up. Choma Innocent is set to deliver the news at its hot. Thank you so much. Ikami Jude is my name on social media, whether Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. Just go type IKAMIJUDEH. IKAMIJUDEH, one word. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Do have a beautiful and a wonderful day. I'll be here again 7 a.m. tomorrow for the newspaper review. I'm out of here. Good morning to you.